I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't see myself, so I don't really get what's going on. I'm not moving. Am I moving? No, I'm not moving. Oh, dude. Hello! Now it works. Oops. Welcome to another unauthorized and rum-fueled treasure hunt in the sharky waters around the Gatsby Islands. Without Queen Ray. Yeah, I'm your host, Captain Olavea. Remember to smash that like button, friends. Sorry about the little technical problems there, but you know. Yeah. Yeah. So let's get into it. What am I going to do? I just need to remove this cord here. I got a fan trying to cool down my laptop very ineffectually. But the cord is kind of on the keyboard. There, that's better. Yep. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? And how? I am going to programmatically create pages from Markdown. And why do I do it? It's because it's easier for me with Markdown. I like Markdown. It's easier for me. And last week I set up programmatically creating pages with Sanity.io, and I love Sanity, but that is for Lillian, so that the pirate princess Lillian, 6 years old, can upload her own photos, basically. Yeah. But this is for me. This is for me, and I'm going to share my screen here. Like that. Yep. Share screen. Here you go. So share, add to stream. So this is a Markdown page right here. Maybe I can make it bigger. I will. That's very big. Yeah. So this is a Markdown page here. And for those that are not familiar, what you really do is you write, you write here, blah, 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 blah. And then you can say, for example, yes, this is kind of the headline here, the biggest one. Age 1 is blah, blah, blah. And then I have text under here, blah, blah, blah. It's great. I like it. It's very easy to use for me. And then all the stuff that's going on here, that is what we're going to look at today, because I'm going to get Gatsby to kind of use this stuff up here. And specifically, it's the title of this. I don't know if maybe we can call it a blog post, but it's not going to be a blog post. But you're all familiar with blog posts. This is going to be more like a book. So you could say in a way that this is a page in the book, but yeah, so that's the title of this page here. Where is it? Where can I find my page? It's here, the path. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use one of my favorite files within my Gatsby repository here, the Gatsby node file. Yeah. I think maybe I'll just close that. So this is the Gatsby node file. And so this is how I'm going to do it. Now we're going to look at the how. So the what is create pages programmatically. And Why easy? It's easy for me to basically add more content, text with images and stuff like that. And this is easy for me. Whereas what I made for Lillian, she's not going to add text because she does she does write, and she'll tell you that she can write and read, but it's not easy for her. It's much easier for her to just add the photos, and then if she wants to write, she would just write on her drawing and take a photo. So I'd say that that's easier for her, and this is easier for me. I like to write with my pen like this. It's my favorite pen. It's very hard for you to see because I'm very small now, but that's my favorite pen, and I write with that. But when I'm going to put it so that other people can read it, I type it up here on my computer, and then I like to use Markdown. Yeah. So that's why. And then how do I do it? So I have 8 steps. Yeah, I have 8 steps here, and the first 4 are 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last 4 are A, B, C, D. So you can see them here. This is 1, and now when I do like that, you can also see that 2 is down a little lower, and then 3, and actually 4. And so first I'm going to um, bake the pages. So because this is, I have this story here. Well, I got a comment. I got a comment. Look at this. Happy holidays from the Queen. Yes, that's right. Because if you're seeing this video at a later time, it's actually right after Christmas, in between Christmas and New Year's here. So yeah, it is happy. Yesterday we were at my mom's place, and before that we were at Aunt Line's place. It was great fun for the whole family, both things. Okay, must remember to remove the comments. Okay, so how am I doing it? Yep. 1, I'm baking the pages. 2, how do you bake? And in this case, it's gingerbread cookies. How do you know how to, make the dough and everything? You use the baking song. The baking song. So we'll get into that later. So 1, baking pages. 2, the baking song. 3, you need supplies for baking. And that's basically, look at this. I haven't fixed my texts. It's basically data from files. Data from files. And those are markdown files. Yeah. Copy paste it from here. Data from markdown files. That, and I get them out in a tree, like a Christmas tree. Here you see it's green and everything, and right now it doesn't look that much like a tree, but you can see it more here. That this is a tree, it's a Christmas tree here. It's like that's where you put the star, Maybe I can do it even like that. Oh no, that doesn't work. Well, I'll do it anyway. Star. Oh, I don't have my thing going. Well, forget that then. Okay. So this is it. I should basically, no, I can't. I should save maybe. I don't know. Let's not do that. And then 4, loop over the markdown nodes, and for each create a page. Turn them into pages. No, loop over the markdown nodes and turn them into pages with create page, or oops, sorry, for each create a page. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's look at that first, and then we look at A, B, C, D later. Okay, here we go. Baking pages with Captain Granny Sharksby's create pages hook. Yeah, or actually, well, Ruby, Gatsby, and Lily Owlsby baking pages with Captain Granny Sharkby's create pages hook. Yep. And I'm actually going to go to the bottom here. I'm not going to go this much into what's going on down here, but I'm just going to talk about this. I'm exporting this create pages hook, which Granny Sharkby, which is actually Gatsby. So Gatsby made this hook here, create pages, and I'm exporting it asynchronously. And you see these params here, we're going to use that soon. Some goodies that also come from Gatsby. And then I'm not going to go into what this is, but I'll do it in a later video. But here it is. Bake. So I'm calling function here. I'm passing it the params. And the function I'm calling is this, all the way on the top. Bake Markdown into goodies. And those goodies this time is gingerbread baby shark cookies. Yep, that's right. So this is baking pages then. This is baking pages. This is what we're doing. And here are the params we're passing in. We're not using them yet, but I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it very soon. Okay, then. Let's see if this works. You see I have a console log here? I'll save it, even though I didn't actually make any changes. And then I just restart this and we'll let it, we'll let it do its own thing there. Gatsby develop. And then we'll see if we get that console log up in the terminal down below there. But we'll go straight to number two. Number two. Baking song. Lily Owlsby. Whoa, it says Lily the Bunny. Well, you can choose. Lily sings the baking song like a swan. And that's Captain Granny Sharkby's baking song. So I have my own file here, which is the baking song then. It's the recipe. So here, recipe markdown, I call it. And it's a template. So that's why I put it in the templates folder. So let's go and open it up. Here you see templates, recipe markdown. Yep. That's right. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to talk so much about this one here. This is just a normal React component. And you see I'm going to use GraphQL here. I'll get more into this later, but basically, this is just a React component. It's just showing us some stuff here. And this data, it's using this data, as you can see, and the data comes from down here. GraphQL. My GraphQL query. We're not going to look into it. We're just going to remember that we have a baking song. That's the baking song. So we're basically using this baking song here. I'm calling it Baking Markdown Song. So it's called, that's the name of it now. That's what we're calling it. Let's see how it's going inside our terminal. We're supposed to find that console log up here. Somewhere. Create schema, blah, blah, blah. Here it is. Here it is. Captain Granny Sharkby's create pages hook. Yeah. If anybody has a hook emoji, I would love to see it. All right. That's 1 and 2. And now it's 3. Oh. I could have looked. No, what we saw in the console log was just number 1. Yeah. So now we're going to look at where is that? Where is that? I get. Yep. Somewhere over the rainbow, green gingerbread share shark babies are. Na 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 na. You know what? I shouldn't click this link here because it's gonna take me in the total wrong place, but I'll do it anyway because it's there. I made it. Oh, it ended up off screen. Sorry about that. I'll put it on screen here. I'll put it here. I'll put it down here maybe. Okay. Duct tape, piddly piddly ping ping. This is not Markdown, so that's a problem then. That's a problem. So we'll just add a little letter here, and then we get all the pages showing up. And what I'm actually looking for here is this, my Markdown pages here. Maybe I should take the A. Here it is, create pages from Markdown. And if you look inside here, as you can see, it only says tags because this other stuff isn't showing up. I don't know why, but it's not that important because, oh, you know what? It's not important because we're not looking, I'm just going to remove it. So we are looking for this. What did we call it again? What did we call our React component? We called it single pizza page. Yeah, I'm copy pasting that now, and I'm going into my components here, components, and I'm searching for it. Okay, show me my single pizza page. Oh, it's not showing up. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Okay, sorry about that, but I want to find it. Let's go here again. Look at all our pages. We'll go to another page then, if that's how it has to be. Here it is. Hey, let's do this. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, here it is. You can see lots of stuff, but that's not what we're looking for because we're looking for this. Okay, back into components. Oops, don't click that. Components. Copy paste. Copy pasting in single pizza. There it is. My single pizza. Hope you can see it. Is it small? I'll try to make it big. We're going over here. What are we looking for again? I don't remember. Let's take a look again. I got a little confused by not finding it, maybe. Oh, we're just going to see that we see it. So it's here. This is it. This is single pizzas page. Yeah, that's all we're looking for. You see here, single pizza page. It's there. And yeah, that's good. That's what we wanted. Okay, let's get back into the numbers game here. We done one baking pages, and we saw that here in the terminal. Captain Granny Shark's Biz, create pages hook. And now we did two, and we looked in our local host that we actually had that component showing up. It's great. And now number 3. Whoops. Baking supplies. Data from Markdown files. Because when you bake, you need stuff, like ginger and sugar and flour. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what we got here. And baking supplies. What happens if I just rename this? Well, maybe I shouldn't. I shouldn't do it. I should show you how you make one of these, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'll do that. So we have this thing called localhost. Oops, sorry, localhost __ a lot. And yeah, you can see here my sanity pizza. It's from the last week's stream. So, okay. I'm going to start a new GraphQL query here. And you see here, const data await GraphQL. And where's GraphQL coming from? You see it highlighted up there, but go to definition. Yep, I'm passing it in from Gatsby. This is Gatsby's own GraphQL thing with some wizardry in it. Yeah, I love it. And and I love it. Yeah. So and to make a query, it's very good to go here. Go here to make a query. Don't just write it up here. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I wrote it here. Maybe. Oh, sorry. I'll just fix my food. I'm not even writing it. I'm not even writing it. I'm just clicking around, because that's what dads like to do. Dads like to just click around and see that stuff works. No, that's not true. We like to write. Okay, so basically, I'm clicking this here. I'm just clicking this little arrow so it goes down instead of sideways. And then I have all markdown remark over here. We're not doing the sorting yet. That's later. But what do I need here? I need nodes. What are nodes? Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I'm not going to even try to explain it. Instead, I'll just click this ID here. What do we get if I click the ID? All these numbers here. And they look boring, but they're not boring at all, because every one of my files have gotten their own ID number, which I love, because there's no confusion there, and you'll see now later how extremely useful it is. But first, I'm just going to show you. Okay, ID, I love it. Front matter, I'll tell you what that is later. And path, maybe you understand what it is, but when I click the play button, you're going to see it. Title is the title of, in my case, the page I'm making, but in your case, maybe the blog post, I don't know, or maybe it's in something completely else. That is the great thing. And now click play here. I hope you see it. It's all the way down in the right corner, and you see that, like this here. C. We're going to get to C later. Gatsby looks tasty. Fox gets hungry for kitten. Yeah, you know how foxes are. They eat kittens. And that's the title. So that's the title. And then this page here, page C, basically in the book, because it's a book about the alphabet, page C has this identification. So I'm not calling it page 1 or something like that. This is a total it cannot be confused with anything. So if I suddenly make 2 books, which I will, because Lillian is also making a book, and she might call her pages A, B, C, D. I don't know. She can do whatever she wants. But then she'll get her own individual ID on every page. So there's no confusion for Gatsby, because Gatsby likes stuff to be structured. All right. So you see that the ID is connected here with my title over here. Gatsby, blah, 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 blah. They're connected. And this one here, 1D230, is connected to this. Ahoy cookie. Ahoy cookie. That's the fox. And that is very hungry. Or as you say here, hangry. Hangry. That's when you're haven't eaten and then stuff happens, so you get irritated, and normally you just be able to hide it, but now you can't, because you're already hungry, and then you get hangry, which is worse for everybody, including yourself. Okay, so now we have this here. And what am I going to do here? I'm going to do something. I get a comment here. I'll put it up. You get an ID. You get an ID and you get an ID. You get an ID and you get an ID. Everyone gets an ID. That's great. That's great. That's great. Yeah. Okay. That's great. Remember to remove the comments. It's very important. Okay. So I'm going to show you a neat trick here, which I learned from the great and powerful Wes Boss. You know, if you want to fool around with data, even if you are like a experienced veteran of programming from way back when we had basically cassettes to load our video games, the little square things with stuff that went around, and if you wanted to rewind, you put a pencil inside and spun it around because that was faster than your cassette player. If you're one of those guys who started programming in Basic or Visual Basic or what it was called back then, and you just kept going, you still can have great benefit from Master Gatsby, Wes Boss's course. I am doing exercises from that every week, and this is one of the great tricks. If you haven't heard of Wes Boss, you should check him out. So what do I call him? I call him Baking Markdown. No, I don't want to do that now because I can just change the name now. I can change it. I can call this is the trick from Wes Boss. I can call this all Markdown remark whatever I want. And I want it to fit into my story. I call it supplies. And you need the little colons there and a space. You see, I made a space, colon, supplies. Okay. You see, it's not the same now. I changed it because here it says Baking Markdown. So this is going to be scary. It might break, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay. And look here then. I did the same. I'm going to keep this. Toppings. I like it. So toppings, I just copy paste that because I like that. And I put that in front of front matter. You see? Space, colon, toppings. All right. I'll try to run it again. And it still works. It still works. But now, you see, instead of calling them all Markdown remark, I call them supplies. The nodes are inside of that, and the ID is inside of that. And under the ID is toppings, which was used to be called front matter. Why do I do it? Why do I do this weird renaming? I do it because I want it to fit into my story. Okay? What's the point of the story? The point of my story is I want to remember this stuff. Next time I'm doing it, I want to remember what did I actually do and in what order. That's why I put it into the story. It's age-old. It's an age-old technique for learning and remembering storytelling. All right. I just put a totally new GraphQL query in here. It's almost the same, but I changed this name here and I removed a lot of stuff here, which we'll put in later. But since I changed this, I need to change it down here too. So this, you see, I call this data. I destructure it and call it data. And here it is. We're already at 4. 4. Loop over the Markdown nodes and for each create a page. And data. Baking Markdown. I don't have that anymore. I'm not going to try to break my thing. Or should I? I will. Let's break this. Why not? I kill my process, I do Gatsby develop, and I let it run there. Okay, now it's going to break, but I'm going to change this anyway so that when it breaks, we'll be ready. We'll be ready. Look at that. I changed it to supplies. And now you see supplies is coming from up here. And nodes is coming from inside supplies. So data. Data is from up there, const data. Supplies is inside of data. No nodes is inside of supplies. But then for each of those nodes, I am going to create an ahoy cookie. I'm going to create and this is my story here. You know, one, I'm gonna bake these pages, which are gingerbread baby sharks. Two, I'm using this baking song, which is in Norwegian, so I'm not going to sing it. Maybe some other time. Maybe I'll get the pirate princess to sing it for you, or her cousin Harald. He loves that song. So that's a baking song, but that's, and then three, I'm getting the data here, which are the supplies. And then I'm going to use that data to bake a Ahoy cookie. And you know what? We should remove this index or else we're going to have a problem. So I'm going to make this Ahoy cookie here for each. Well, basically, I'm taking data, supplies, nodes, and then for each, I get a Ahoy cookie. And then that Ahoy cookie, I'm going to use these actions here. You see it? It's getting highlighted up here, almost at the top. Here, actions. It comes from Gatsby, and it's some great stuff there. And then create page. It sounds a lot like create pages, which I talked about, which is all the way to the bottom, but it's not the same. This is the actual method, which is on the hook. So I'm using actions create page on each Ahoy cookie, and then now, people, let's wait with this, but we're going to do the B, C, D, A, B, C, D, D, S, G, na, 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 na. Yeah, so we're going to do that now. So the first part was 1, 2, 3, 4, and now it's A, B, C, D. I almost want to take a break, but you can't take breaks. How long have we been going? 40 minutes with the little technical mess arounds. We should be careful. We need to be finished soon. Yep. We need to be finished. And okay. First coffee of the day? No, not at all. But this is my cup. This is my favorite cup. Got it at some conference. Some conference here in Oslo. It was great. We met some cool Americans there. Was that where we met this Troy Hunt guy too? I don't remember. Something Bear Studios? No, that's something else. Anyway. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, D, S, G. And then 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, na, 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 B, D, S, G. Yeah. So, what is this? I see that I should put this here. All right. I love this stuff. Oops. Why are you all the way over there? I don't know. You should be there. I like you to be there. Okay. Hey. Oh, look who's here. Oh, I need to do John's voice now. I am just sitting down to my first coffee as well. Coffee cup emoji. Hello, John. Hello. Uh, um, you know what? You know what, John? I found these guys on Twitter. Well, it's wrong to say that I found them, but they're doing this hashtag first coffee of the day. And I didn't actually find them because I knew them years ago. They're great. And I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link. I just keep going. And please ask me questions. I love it. I love questions. Did you pirate coffee? Yes! Pirate coffee. Oh, is that with RUM in it? Probably not. Okay. Oh, must hide comments. Okay. A, B, C, D, D is G. So what? Oh, okay. A. Ahoy cookie, Captain Fox shouts and embarks. Bunny sings badly and bakes baby sharks. Gatsby looks tasty. Fox gets hungry for kitten. Oh, where's the D? It is supposed to rhyme. I'll find it later because I have it further down in my Gatsby node file, but let's get to it. The cliffhanger. How will the rhyme go in the end? And I'm telling you, this might actually turn out pretty bad for the cute kitten and the cute bunny. But let's look at what happened when I broke my Gatsby node here. Oh, it looks like it still works. I know why, but I want to find where it breaks. Look! Failed. Cannot read property of nodes. That's true, you can't, and I know why. Sorry about moving. Failed create pages. Cannot read property because property of nodes. Look at that, nodes. It's because I didn't change it. I had baking something here and supplies something. No, just supplies up here. And I didn't change it. So if I kill my process now, if I kill my process now and restart it, it should work. I saved just in case. Okay. Ahoy cookie. Captain Fox shouts and embarks. I know I should say something about path there, but I couldn't really make it work with a rhyme, Oh, look at this. I got another comment. I don't really get it, but don't go to that link, people. Don't go to that link. But I love it that Patrick Tate sent me this message so we can ponder what it means. Vark.tech. Don't go there. But yeah, Vark.tech. I don't know what it is, but let's get back to this. A. Ahoy cookie. Captain Fox shouts and embarks. Yep, I should have put path in there. I know, but I tried with different things and I couldn't make it rhyme. And yeah, so if somebody has a suggestion, cheers, John. If somebody has a suggestion on how I can get path into the rhyme, I'm grateful, and I don't promise to use it because well, I don't like promising stuff. That's just why. Okay then. What are we doing here? Ahoy cookie, Captain Fox shouts and embarks. So basically what he's doing is taking, I don't have it here, but Lillian, maybe I do. I'll take a look. Maybe I have it. Binoculars from Lillian. Could be. She brought them here once. No, they're not behind here. I can't find them. I don't know where they are. He's basically looking. Okay, I'll do the Star Wars thing then. Look at that. Remember Han Solo had binoculars like this? So the fox is looking through his binoculars. He sees the cookies, the cookie stand, the kitten, and the bunny or Owlsby. Might be an owl and not a bunny. We'll see. But he sees them. He sees all the goodies. Oh, wait a minute. I can't have Ahoy cookie. I changed it. It's not Ahoy cookie. It's Ahoy goodie. Because he sees the cookies and he wants them for breakfast. He's already hungry. But he also sees the kitten and a owl or girl or bunny. It depends on who Lillian wants to be at the time, but he sees them and he's thinking, oh, they're all goodies. I want breakfast and lunch, and it's all in the same place, and they also have coffee. And so that's the path. He sees the path, and then he embarks there in his little fox pirate ship. And that's what we have down here. Path. Path. Toppings. Ahoy cookie. And you see up here, Ahoy cookie is what we make here. For each node, we make an Ahoy cookie. And it has toppings in it. And the toppings have paths. So take a look at that. Here in localhost. I'm inside this page. You remember I copy pasted in single pizza page to search here. And so no, that's not it. Path. Where's path? Here is path. You see path? Params. No, it's just there. It's just path. It's just there. Here is it. Here is the path. And it's right. It is the path. And that path that we use up here, that comes from here. I'm just making it. And that's what I love about this Gatsby node thing. I'm like, instead of, going around inside a system trying to find out where to put, the slug or whatever, or, I just go here, I write path, colon, and I make the path. Yep. Okay. So that's A. Ahoy cookie. Captain Fox shouts and embarks. And then here, okay, I decide that it's not bunny. Well, okay, it's bunny. No, it's not bunny. I decide that it's Owlsby. Owlsby. Then I have to remove the bunny. Owlsby sings badly and bakes baby sharks. So, ahoy goody, Captain Fox shouts and embarks. Owlsby sings badly and bakes baby sharks. So what's the song? This is a song here that Owlsby is singing. Oh, I almost want to sing it now. Når en pepperkaker baker baker pepperkaker kaker kakeraka daka daka rada la la mardu. Yeah. That's a song. That's a song here. And where we call it component. That's good. I like it. Gatsby decided that I should call it component, so I just do that. And where do I get it from? Up here. I get it from up here. You see? Const baking markdown song. Require, resolve, blah, 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 blah. Recipe markdown.js, and that's here. Now we're soon going to look at all the stuff that is in there and why it's there. But first, let's do C. So that was A, B, and now C. Contexts. Yeah, context is a vague word, but so is actually, well, component is not vague because I'm using it. I'm basically telling Gatsby I'm going to use this React component. So that's very good. It's great naming component. Path is also great. Path. Context, on the other hand, probably for somebody more experienced, it's a better name. But for me, context is basically something from everyday life that is also very vague. A path is very concrete in actual life. It's like a path in the woods. or a path on the trackless sea, on the wine dark sea. But here, context. I am using it because Gatsby tells me, and I always do what Gatsby says, and it is a good idea to do that. And we're going to look at D soon. Yeah, don't worry. But here, look at this. No, look at this. Page context. That's, I think, why it's called context, because it is page context. And you see here, Gatsby. Gatsby is this number. Why? Fox is hungry for kitten. Yeah, we know why. Foxes, if they're hungry, they'd love to eat kittens. They don't actually like grown cats because, uh, you know, let's get into that some other time. And so, why do we do this? Why do I say that Gatsby is a Ahoy cookie idea? Or let's not, no. Let's do the what, why, how now. So, what is this idea? Do you remember I talked about that earlier? The idea, how I loved it. And oh, look at this. I hope I can read it, John. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to read because this other screen here is so small. No, it's hard. I hope I can read it. Oh, it's very small. What if I do like that? Yes, yes. Okay, I got to do my John voice now. Context is great in being able to have control of previous and next page references. Smiley emoji. Yes, John. Of course. And will I need it? Yes, I will. I'm not using it yet, but that's because my web application here is still just an infant. It hasn't learned to walk yet. It just lies there going like this, ba, 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 ba. And sometimes it goes like da da, and you think it says, daddy, but it's not. It's just making noises, da da ba da 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 da. That's where my application is now. But later, it's going to learn to walk on its own, and then it's going to need exactly what John says here: control of previous and next page, so that you can just go in here. You can just go in here, and say, no, I don't want this page. I want the next one. Click. That's probably going to be on the right here. Click. Or I want to go back to 4. Click. I want to go to D. Yeah, some of you maybe want to know what's going on with the DSG, but yeah, and then you could, if my application was a kid and not an infant, you could basically. So anyway, that was great, John. Oh, I must remember to remove the comments. Both Inessa and Queen Ray tells me remove the comments. Always do that. And we're back here. Where is the ID? Remember, I talked about how I loved ID. ID is lovely. And here it is. Look at this. I click play and I can get all my IDs here. And this is, so this here Markdown file is the only one in my web app universe who has that idea. It's nobody else. And that means, for example, I can show you something crazy here. Look at this. I can go in here, all file. Look at all my file, nodes. Look at that, ID. Press play. And I get a bunch of ideas. And I could find the one I could find my ID here, or maybe not. But then I know. I go through these ideas and I can do it programmatically, and then I know that this is it. It's the same, or no, my ID is not in here, and I think it actually isn't. But we'll get into that some other time. But IDs are great. They're great. Okay, so that's what it is. What is it? It's the ID. Everyone has a unique ID. All my files, and so every page gets a unique ID, so I can know who I'm dealing with. And I gets it from Ahoy Cookie. But why? Why do I need it? Look here. Gatsby. I'm, 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 I'm passing it in. And how does it get there? Well, that's some Gatsby wizardry that gets it here. And it's because, you know, how I use that GraphQL thing that Gatsby basically gave me up here. Up here. They got some wizardry in there that helps this component here just find it, because that's GraphQL right there. I'm getting it in a slightly different way, but it still comes from Gatsby here. And then it knows, yeah, Gatsby, I know that. I know what that is. It's a string. It must be a string. If it's not a string, this exclamation mark says, no, you can't get into my query. Yeah, so this is a different query here. And I'm passing it in the Gatsby, which is the idea. And I'm saying basically the ID of this one page is equal to Gatsby. I made here. Now we're going to use it. Let's do that. It's crazy. Right? Because I'm closing it up. Let's go back here. All Markdown remark. Look, it remembers my stuff. Isn't that great? Thank you. Which one is it? I don't remember now. A, create pages. A, create pages. Let's find it. Here, A, create pages. So this is my ID. Oops. Okay, let's remake this query here. So this is the query that I put on my page. And as you see here, Markdown remark. All right, Markdown remark. What do I need? Front matter. Yep. Title. Yep. Why don't I get the path? Well, I don't need it. I don't need it because Gatsby Node takes care of that for me. And that's the good thing about this little component here. There's not much in here, and I love that. So I do the title, but also I'm getting the HTML. And for those who don't love HTML, you know, you should try it. It is lovely. So here it is. Look at this. My files. Oh, I only get one. Yeah, that's right. I'm just searching for one here. I did all in front here earlier, you remember? All Markdown remark. I'm not doing that now. I'm just doing one. And then I get this. I get this E here. They all have very similar names. It's because I haven't written this stuff up at all yet. But I already know this is the wrong one. This is not the one I'm looking for. I am looking for the one with the ID that I copy pasted earlier. And I need to say that. So I go here. You see this? They're like purple, the purple ones. And you see here, ID. I push the button. No, sorry. I push the arrow. I want it to be equal to this, which is what I copied, and now I pasted it, and now I'm putting it here. Look at that. Now I get the right one, A. And I could do that, you know. I could do that. I could go here, and I could just put it like that. Oh, it gets red. That's because I didn't do this. I could do that, and I'm not doing it because I well, maybe I don't really know what I'm talking about. Maybe it wouldn't work to do that. Yeah, maybe it wouldn't work. But let's say it would work because I want. My point is, then I would only get one page. But I don't want that. I want many pages, and I want every time I make a new Markdown file, I just want that page to show up automatic magically. I don't want to babysit my code and go in here and fix stuff, and that's what I like about this, and not using. That's what I love about Markdown, because I can totally control it. Nobody's going to go in and make changes to my stuff. Well, I might do and create my own problems, and I do that, but that's me, and I like that. I like to have control over my code. So that's why instead of passing it this whole idea, I'm passing it my Gatsby. Passing it my Gatsby, and I'm saying here, check it, dude. My idea needs to be equal to my Gatsby, and it must be a string, or else there's no page for you. So if there's something weird with my idea and it's not a string, it doesn't work. So that's why. This is why I'm creating Gatsby in the context so that I get a page for each ID, basically. Oh, I know what to do, John. I know what to do. I'll read with my John voice again. What do I do now, Ura? I'm I'm now out of coffee. Well, there are two solutions, three, to that. And most of the time I just, my number one is make coffee, because I like making coffee. But number two is making coffee with the pirate princess. And number three is going without. So I basically say you should make coffee, John. Yeah. I'll be here when you get back, because I want to um, do my whole thing here, even though it's taking too long. And yeah, my laptop isn't that hot anymore. The fan is kind of working. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here. It's very evil of me to drink this coffee while you don't have it. I'll wait. I'll take some water. I'll take some water. All right. Where's my water? Here. Here it is. I just realized that my little golden flute is down here where my feet sometimes are, and that's not good. I'll take it up. It fell down earlier. There you go. Yeah. Make some coffee, John. Do something good for the world. Make some coffee. It works. Okay. A, B, C. That's what we done now. And and maybe I should show you that this stuff works. How are we doing then? Oops. How are we doing here? Oh, look. I do have some kind of problem. Do you think it's the... Yes. The GraphQL query in my recipe markdown JS will not run. Okay. Exported queries are only executed for page components. It's possible you're trying to create pages in your Gatsby Node.js, and that's failing for some reason. Yes, I am. I am doing that. Okay. Interesting. Let's have a look. Um, it could be I did something stupid here, but I don't think so, because it looks exactly like it did. And it could be I did something stupid here, and that's what my gut feeling tells me. So let's look at what we did then. The last stuff we did this, data supply nodes for each. Ahoy, goody. That's a path right here. That looks good. It looks like it's good. Yeah, that's good. Baking markdown song. That's right. Ahoy cookie ID. It's also good. You know what I think I'm going to do? Look at that. DSG, DSG, nee, 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 nee. I'll just save, kill my process, and hope for the best. Gatsby develop. All right. DSG. Now is the moment you've all been waiting for. And by the way, John, tell me when you got the coffee. I might drink some coffee before that, but I'm trying to not. So that's the number three, the third and worst alternative. Wait with drinking the coffee. I don't recommend it, but I do it sometimes. Yeah, you can't tell, but this is water. This is this is water because this is my coffee. This is my water. Okay. Okay. How did it go then? How did it go then, Gatsby? Did you build it? Did you build it? Yeah, I got a lot of weird things. No. Oh, interesting. Oh, refill is on its way. But John, did you coffee emoji? But John, did you set it on yourself, or do you have your own um, uh, helper who helps you with stuff? Like I have the pirate princess. Oh, we might find out or not. But the important message is when the coffee comes. Yeah, then we'll all drink together. Just like the ancient Greeks, even though they drank wine, but it was a different time. We drink coffee here. Okay, here's my error. This is so timely. This is the best timing for this error because we're just going to look at this right now. Thank you, Gatsby, for knowing what I need, which is kind of the secret behind Gatsby. They make what you need, and they only show you exactly what you need. They just take all the difficult stuff and just tuck it away. Oh no! And just tuck it away like I can do with my little music box. They just tuck it away in a secret place. It's not that you can't see it because you can. I don't know if you can see it here. They just tuck it away. It's not in a secret place. You can go look if you want to, but you don't. You don't mostly don't want to see that. You just want to do your job. But you know that Gatsby has put all the complex stuff tucked neatly away somewhere nice and safe, and I can just go and look at the stuff I need to look at, which is this. Gatsby JS node through an error while running the create pages, which is what I'm doing. Index. Wait. Index is not defined. Yes, we are going to create the index. That's what we're doing now. Look at this. Defer. That's the first D in DSG. Defer. Yeah. Oh, no. I gotta do this in the right order. There's so many messages coming in. I miss them. Okay. My wife is. Wait. My wife is hesitant to use the AeroPress. Lol. You know, John, the AeroPress is the pirate princess' favorite coffee making device. She loves it. And we had a real tragic incident where the little rubber thing that you kind of have there. See, it's on the plunger. You have the plunger, and then there's a little rubber thing, and you put it into the, and that one had gotten dry, so it wasn't tight anymore. So when you push down, the coffee would just come up, and with she didn't get burned or anything because I kind of knew what was going to happen, but it was broken. And she was so sad. She was sad for like a year after that because it was my fault. She wanted to use it, and because we didn't use it, it dried up because I used the evil rival coffee machine. We used that, or I basically, because I just did, and I should never have done that. And then it broke, and then she was sad for a year. But then, oh, I got lots of comments here now. I have to finish my story. And then Lillian had one of her best friends visiting, Carl. Carl. And he got picked up by oh, I'm embarrassed to not remember her name now, but a very sweet young lady, and she picked him up, and I made coffee for her without the AeroPress, and I said, but she works at a company that basically are licensed to sell them in Norway, or one of the companies where I bought it, and she said, dude, you can just order one of those rubber thingies online. It costs almost nothing. And I was like, of course I can. Why didn't I think of that? So I did. And now we have two out of two. So we have one extra plunger. And yeah, so Lillian was happy again. And she loves that. She loves the AeroPress. Yeah, yeah. So that's it. I'm going to hide that. I'm going to go on to the next comment here. I try to stay away from Ola's coffee equipment as well. Well, I didn't know that. Sorry, sorry, sorry about that. Sorry about that. But here, John says. So basically, here, the Queen says, "I'm also out of coffee," and John says, "Hi there, Queen Ray. Just take Ola's." And then she says, "That's a great idea in theory, but in practice, it's a little hard because she could come here and take it, but I'm basically up on my what I call my wheelhouse here, which is basically the secret loft compartment. And to get up there, you have to climb. It's in the loft, and this loft is actually pretty dangerous, especially for women and children, because there's all these cardboard boxes piled up to the rooftop, and they're not stable because they bend and they break, and they lean over like the Tower of Pisa, and they lean over you. They lean over you like muggers, like murderers or trolls, and they can suddenly fall down. And it wouldn't help with a helmet because they're filled with books, so even if you have a helmet, you'll be crushed. So, and that's just the start, because to get up to them, you need to climb the dangerous folding ladder. It's dangerous. And Lillian comes up here. That sounds like a dare. I'm tempted. Yeah, you could come up here. I have actually, if you come up here and bring your cup, I have a lot of coffee here. It's almost full. So you can come up and get some. That's cool. Come get some. All right. Back. Remember to hide. Back to the coding. Okay. If some of you got thrown a little bit off and distracted now, I'm sorry about that. I did. Okay, index. Gatsby Node.js threw an error while running the create pages lifecycle. I call it a hook, because that's what Westboss told me, and I love hooks. Captain Hook from Peter Pan. Tick tock, with the crocodile following everywhere. Yep. Index is not defined. And here is where I'm using it in my code, defer index, but I don't really have an index. There's no index here. I haven't made it yet. And now I'm going to make it. So here, defer. Defer. Let's do it again. What is this? Why do I want it, and how do I do it? Okay. What what is it? So basically, um, I'm maybe I should look at the real website. Am I here? Yes. olavea.com. Um, olavea.com/pizzas. Yep. Yeah, sorry about that. As you can see, I'm not that good with CSS. That's a monumental understatement. But when I decide to learn something, because I basically don't know anything about CSS, I just yeah. When I know something, I'll no. When I want to learn something, I know where to go. I know where to go. Josh Comino, you know. Anyway, let's not get distracted. Sorry about the CSS. It's not good. Okay, you see here. That's why it's called pizzas. This is from Vespos' Master Gatsby course. He made those beautiful photos, or I don't know where he got them, but it's not me. It's not me. Look here. But Lillian made this, and this is Lillian, the pirate princess. She's going out skiing outside our house a couple of days ago with me. So I'm taking this photo, and basically this is the fur. I don't even know if I'll get to a page if I click now. But page not found. Yeah, that's bad. Sorry about that. How about this? Oh, page not found. So, yeah, but I can still tell you. So, what DSG is that you're coming in here, and there's lots of images here, but let's pretend they're not. Let's pretend what you see is this, which are the toppings for them, and then you decide, I want to click this here, cardboard box topping, and you're supposed to get the image here, but you don't. But we can still look at the point, because I can tell Gatsby that I want cardboard box to be built when somebody clicks. But Pilot resign pen black, I want that to be ready. Oh, happy coincidence, that worked. The reason why the other ones isn't working is that I'm not done with, like I said about the infant thing. My web page, no, my web app is an infant. Yeah, did I just drink coffee without John? I think I did. John, have you gotten your coffee yet? I hope so. I need another sip. Cheers, John. Cheers. I'm pretending you have it. Okay. I want this to be ready because this is the one everybody's looking for. They come here on my website, olavea.com, and they all want to see, oh, whoa, John. I can't read that now. I'll wait just a second. Ooh. Oh, that's a great comment. I just need to finish this. So DSG, people come in here, and I know that everybody wants to see Lillian's drawings. He has coffee. Okay, I'll read your comment soon, but this is very important. John has coffee, and his other comment is also important, but I need to finish my DSG thing. So I know that when people come in here, they don't want to see my stuff, like the markdown pages I'm showing you. They want to see Lillian's drawings. I know that. So I want this to be pre-built and super fast. Super fast. Whereas if you click on one of mine, like this, that should not be super fast. That should just build itself when people click it, so that I can have thousands of images just waiting, and then every time somebody wants to click one of them, that gets unpre-built, that gets pre-built and it doesn't slow down my thing. So that's it. That means this one is deferred. So I'm waiting with the building. This one is not deferred because I want it to be really fast and ready when Lillian's friends and family go to look at it. That's defer. That's defer. So I'm basically saying here that some of these um, pages on my in my web app should be deferred, and I need something called index to make that happen. So I'm going to create that index now because, as you saw, I got an error, and that's because I didn't create it. I didn't create my index. But before creating it, I'm going to show where it comes from. So I'm going to pass it down here together with a Ahoy cookie. So this is the road. So no, wait, chill out, Broseph. I'm gonna say why first. Why is it so good? Why does everybody love DSG? Because, like Vespos told on his latest, second latest podcast episode. Well, it's maybe you're seeing this in the future. So check out Vespos's podcast syntax.fm, and he talks about Gatsby v4, and him and Scott Tolinsky. So basically, Vespos's page has lots of pages, lots of blog posts, like thousands. It's not super big as he says, but it's medium big, and then he um the new magic stuff that Gatsby has put out into 2021, like DSG, can really help. So instead of just building everything in advance, you can have something unbuilt. I'm probably saying it wrong, but so that, like, you click here and then it gets built when you click it. So that's why. That's a why. And yeah, I'll stop now before I go on. No, I won't. I'll just quickly show you how. So how do you do it? You basically you just write defer in here, and then it's going to show up over here. You remember we looked here in single pizza page on my components, and where is it? Page context? No, maybe it's not showing up because it's not working. Yeah, I think so. We'll see it soon. So it's supposed to show up here in the props. It's going to show up in the props when it works. Yeah. So I'm going to pass down index here. But where does it come from? Where does it come from? It comes from here, inside the Christmas tree. You see, it's a little bit like a Christmas tree. You know, maybe on the inside here. Here is the Christmas tree thing. Yeah. So I'm going to make it here. I'm going to say sort, blah, 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 but I'm not going to write it here because I'm going to write it here in one of my favorite tools, Gatsby Graphical. It is lovely. And look at this. I click the Explorer. I'm inside here. I have my old query here. I'm just closing it up. Bye, old query. And then I'll go into my all markdown remark query. And here, look at that. Gatsby Graphical remembers it for me. It's all here. And what we need is to sort it. We need to sort this. You know the sorting hats in Harry Potter? Sort. And we got fields and order. And I'll do order first because that's easiest. You have two choices here, ascending or descending. And I can never tell them apart, so we'll just pick ascending first. But look how easy it is. I just chose it, and then later, when I see that it's wrong or right, if I see it's wrong, I just change it. But now fields is a little bit harder. Look at that, fields, and my favorite thing over here, ID. We're not going to use it. Look at this. This is kind of scary. Oh no. So many things here. Whew. What is all this stuff? And well, there's more actually. There are so many here. There are so many here, and I should bake this into my story so that I remember what to choose to just make it easy. And I haven't yet, but I found out that fields. I have a remembering thing for fields. Fields, they remember that song, the Strawberry Fields by the Beatles. Strawberry Fields forever. Yeah, here, Strawberry Fields forever. And what I've used before is created at, so that the latest one comes first. And that's not what I'm going to use here. I'm not going to use that here. I'm going to use, I want it alphabetical. So then, and I'm putting my titles alphabetical. I don't recommend doing what I do here. It's not smart, but I like it. So I'm doing it the way I like. Front matter title. And my title starts with A for the AB one and C for the CD one. So that's what I'm going to use. Look at that. And then number one comes first. That's great because you remember 1, 2, 3, 4 was first. So here, title 1, 2, 3 is first. Second, title A. Third, title C. And that's because A and B are together because they rhyme, and C and D are together because they rhyme. But where's the rhyme? We'll look at that later. Anyway, so I just go in here. I'm not going to use my whole query this time. I'm just going to take this little bit here, which I created now, the sort thing. And don't bring the parrots in. You see the parrot at the end? The parrot curly brace? The parrot brace? Don't take that. I just copied this one line. Go up to my Christmas tree here, and I put it in where it belongs, which was here. Like that. And it looks kind of scary when I put it all on one line, but now you can see it's not scary. Look at that. Sorry. I shouldn't have done it like that. I should have done it like that. Sort. Making this is an object, I think, and it's got two key value pairs. One is order. Yes, absolutely, John. Wait, I'll just finish my thing and I'm going to show you John's comment, which is very on point. On point, maybe wrong way to say it. It is very fitting for this. Do you still see my head? Yeah. Okay, so I'm putting this in and I'm saving it. And I'm going to console log this too, which is smart. So, and I'm killing my process here. Look, we're going to get rid of this error now. Yeah. John says, and it has another comment which will come later. John says, would a date code or a markdown front matter order be better to sort as it would be a number? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what you should do. Do that. Don't do like me. Don't do like me. Don't use the title. But I'm doing it because I'm making a book about the alphabet, A, B, C, D, D, S, G. So, and I'm going to start with 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, na, 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 baby, D, S, G. So, that's why, John, that's why I'm doing it. But yeah. People should not do like me. Do what John says here. That is better. Yeah. Like, for example, like he says here, if you do it with a date code, then you can say, yeah, I want the latest one to show up first, which is good. That's good. So, did this work? I'm not 100% sure. So then we have to look in what I call terminal tor here. And we're going to scroll all the way up. I got some warnings here which are not relevant, but here it goes. My first console log was this Granny Sharkspace create pages hook. And right after that comes this one. No, sorry, this one. Defer, index, blah, blah, blah. And that's here. Defer index 0, 1, 2, 3. That's right. And that's why, so that's it. That's it. And I did it right then. Remember here? Remember here? I said it should be ascending. And that means that it starts with 0 and goes to 3. But if I do descending, goes the other way and starts with E, which is not what I want. So that's great. It works. And that's it. That's DSG, baby. That's DSG. Maybe we should see if it shows up here. I want it to show up here in single pizza paste. Let's see if I can write it. Single. Yeah, there you go. Single. Oh, where is it now? Where is it? Is it in params maybe? No. Page resources maybe? No. You know why it's not showing up? Because this one is not deferred. That's why. That's why. Because this is the A one. What I should look for is the E one. All right. Let's find the E one then. Because the E one is deferred. Let's go back to bleh. Here. How do you find what pages Gatsby is making in localhost? You just write bleh, bleh, bleh here. And then you get everything. All the pages are here. And I want the E one. Maybe it's all the way to the bottom. Almost. Yeah, E. And if I've done this right, I hope that this one is deferred. Let's hope so. Single. Hello? How you doing? Single. Yeah. Is it deferred though? Maybe it isn't. That would be embarrassing. It would be embarrassing. Maybe I need to make more of them. More pages. There it is! Page contexts. Defer? True. Yes. So that means that when you go into my real web page over here and you want the E one. No. You want the E one. No, that's not live. It's not live yet. So let's not do that. But I go in here, I find that, and then it gets built. It gets built. Maybe some of these will be like that. Maybe we can try to see it. Like, I don't remember how I did it with these. Let's do nacho average pizza. That looks good. Okay. Page not found. That's sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, rum cake. Page not found. Oops. Sorry about that. How was it I had to do it? Yeah, I needed to click these. That's how it was. No, that doesn't work. This one. We didn't want this one to be that was very fast, wasn't it? It's probably not. Single. No, it's not called single. Okay, let's forget about that. I'm not going to show you. The React Dev Tools component tree just freaks me out. Yeah, I agree, John. Sorry. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to show you people this. The point is, some of these pages are deferred, and that means it builds slower, but we can see it here. Or you get it when you build it on Netlify or Gatsby Cloud, you get a little sitemap thing. But let's do that then. Let's kill the process and do Gatsby build. And let's see if we have what pages are deferred and what are not deferred. And then I'll do John's is it a question or is it a comment? It's a comment. It's a comment. I've been learning more about creating my own hooks using create context, wrap root element, etc. to prevent toggle dark light mode without a flicker. Learned a lot, but the code is defeating me. Hang on in there, John. Not that I've tried what you're saying, but that's what happens to me all the time. I go in there, I do something crazy, and in the beginning, I'm just like, holy smokes, this just, I can't get this to work. And then suddenly it works. And then I'm like, what did I just do? I don't know. And then I'll just have to do it again and again. And in the end, it works. I mean, in the end, I kind of get more. But what I do then is use my stories here. Okay. Okay. But that sounds cool, John. You're making your own hooks using create context, wrap root element. Huh. Oh, sorry about taking my head away. I'm reading. I got a little screen down there. That's where I have my StreamYard thing. That sounds cool. And I want dark light mode. So, yeah, I want it. Hide current comment. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yep. You know what? We got to find the last piece of the rhyme here and wrap it up via the summary. As you can see, I am doing many create pages. Well, let's have a look here, actually. This is what I showed you in the beginning. And I have all of these are using this create pages. So here is from Markdown. This one is probably not working. I'm trying to do it from the tags, but yeah, like John, just like John's comment there, it got to what did he call it? Yeah, the code is defeating me. It's defeating me, which is I can handle a defeat. Yeah, I can handle it. But yeah, that's what's happening with this. But it's still I'm still kind of having it in there, which I probably shouldn't. This one is working, which is kind of what I tried to do here. But here I just did exactly what Westboss said. And that works. And I think I'll go and look at that. I think I'll go and look at that because that's where I think my last piece of the rhyme is, the D piece about DSG. So I'll copy it too. I'll just highlight it and see if I can see the highlight here. Look at that. I'm doing it many times, and that's how I do it. Oh, there you go. That's how I do it. I do it many times, again and again, and then I understand a little bit more every time. And I don't need to understand everything, but I like to do it again and again to get a hang of it. Oh no, the rhyme is not here either. That's life then. Let's see here then. A, B, C, D. Yes. And look in the terminal. Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Let's put in this last part. Looks like somebody else joined me here. Git. Oh, John has a comment about Git. I'll do that. Yeah, I love that. Not Git. I don't love Git. But yeah, let's do it. Let's do the wrap up, and I'll do John's comment here. DSG. This is the rhyme. So don't show goodies to fox and maybe get bitten. So the story is not finished. It's kind of a cliffhanger here. I'll read the whole rhyme for you people. I'll read the whole rhyme, which is the second part of this create pages. So A, B, C, D, D, S, G goes like this. A, ahoy, goody, Captain Fox shouts and embarks. B, Owlsby sings badly and bakes baby sharks. C, Gatsby looks tasty, Fox gets hungry for kitten. And D, don't show goodies to Fox and maybe get bitten. So, ahoy goody, Captain Fox shouts and embarks. Owlsby sings badly and bakes baby sharks. Gatsby looks tasty, Fox gets hungry for kitten. Don't show goodies to Fox and maybe get bitten. So this is from a children's story we have here in Norway about basically two bunnies baking gingerbread cookies, and then the fox comes and they see the fox coming, and they hide all the cookies that are good because they know how the fox is. He's just going to eat all the cookies without paying. So they hide them, and only the bad tasting cookies are on display. And then the story goes from there. I'm not going to spoil it because I'm going to reinvent this story later. So that was that. That's what we did. And then we defer it here. That's the D. That's basically hiding the cookies from the fox. That's what you do when you defer. But in the end of the story, the fox does get the good cookies. That was a spoiler then. Sorry about that. Sorry. But that's how it works on with defer too. You hide it kind of, but if people really they click on it and say, yeah, I want to see it, then they get to see it. They get to see it. Yeah. So that was that. A, B, C, D, D, S, G, and we started out with 1, 2, 3, 4. One is baking pages. Here, look at that. Exports, create pages, async, and we have some params here. We pass them down here where I call this function, which I made here. This is my function. And these are the params, which I'm using, GraphQL, actions, and then that's one baking pages, two baking song. This is my baking song. It's here. It's here. It's just a React component, nothing fancy. Look at that. I took it away. I took away the fancy stuff. It's just a React component right there. That's 2, 3. 3 is a tree. Baking supplies. Or now I renamed them to just supplies. And that's data from Markdown files that I have it locally, local Markdown files. So we made this query here, and then we loop over the Markdown nodes, and for each create a page. Here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the create page, and that's the actions, which was in the params. Can we see them? Yeah. We see them up there. No, we can't see them. Sorry about that. I know what to do. I'll hide my Christmas tree. Yeah, that's maybe a little evil, but yeah. Actions comes from up there. GraphQL comes from up there. And then it's A, B, C, D, D, S, G. Okay, John. John says, had to learn Git better in order to version control multiple branches. At least I can go back to working code. Okay. Yeah. I agree. I'll sit down now. I agree. That Git, that Git thing is yeah, it's creating problems for me. It is. Okay, let's see here. How did the build go? Sorry. Oh no, we need to remove the comments. Yeah, yeah. I've been pretty good at removing the comments this time. I think. Look at this. Look at this. Here it says DSG, deferred static generation, page generated at runtime. I'm not quite sure what runtime means, but it's kind of what I said. People go in there in my web app, they click it, and then it gets generated. So that's kind of runtime then. When they go in, let's look at this handy thing that Gatsby is giving me. Oh, it's big. It's because I'm making so many pages. Sorry about that, people. Sorry about that. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. DSG. Okay. Let's find what we did here. You see here, recipe markdown. That's what we did today. And so you see this little D here. That means that it's deferred. That's the deferred. So 1 and A, these two are not deferred. They are SSG, generated at build time. While these here, which has the big D in front of them, are DSG, deferred. You see here, that's my D. That's what I was looking for. D. They are DSG. Woo! Oh, look at this! I got another comment. I'm not even putting it on this time. There are DSG, deferred static generation, page generated at runtime. These here. Yeah. Oops. Oh, sorry about that. I put my elbow on my keyboard. I'll get it back here. Okay, so those are DSG, and you can see that I'm doing it on the other, like here, the pizzas, glue gun. All right, might be that glue gun is not working, but let's see. So I'm in the live web app here now. Glue gun, do you see glue gun? Glue gun, where are you? Glue gun, glue gun. I can't find you. I can see. Where is the glue gun? The glue gun is not there. That's weird. That's weird. Ah, no, maybe it's not. The one I should look at is, yeah, topping. No. This is it. This pizzas. This should work. My glue gun. It says that 36 of these pages are available, but they should be deferred. And okay. So then maybe let's try to be lucky then. Onion. Oh, they don't work. Ah, that's my fault. Sorry. A lot of these don't work. Oh no. Oh yeah, I clicked on the wrong one there. No, they don't work. Yeah, I shouldn't do this. This is not smart. Steak. No, can't show you. I'm not going to show you because this web app is not. It's still an infant. Here, pizzas. These are all. This is just a normal page component here, so they're all ready. If I push, no. Okay, where's the glue gun? This one is supposed to have glue gun. Oh, sorry. Why don't I get glue gun? No, that doesn't work either. Okay. Something is wrong. And this one worked. Okay. That's it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Yep. What did I do? I created pages with create pages from Markdown files. This is my Markdown file right here. And why did I do it? It's easier for Dad to, uh, I do my writing with this pen here. Well, I do have a bunch of pens, but that's my favorite. And I do that. That's what I mostly write it. But when I want to publish it, I type it up on my keyboard, put it here, and then I can put my drawings, which I'm going to. I'm going to put drawings here and also other images like this. This is the Let It Snow. It's very hard maybe to see that it is Let It Snow, but it is Let It Snow because, like here. Oh, sorry. Okay then. You see it snowing? Pink snow. It's not that easy to see, but yeah, that's why it's called Let It Snow, because this is from my episode where I added the Let It Snow plugin. All right, so that's why it's easier for me, and I also want DSG because I don't want my page to be slow. Later, when it stops being an infant and I'm filled with photos of Lillian's drawings and my drawings, and like here, skiing. Do we have skiing even? Maybe not. Here, Lillian's drawings and skiing. We'll do skiing later. Duct tape, maybe it works. No. Skiing and stuff. Lots of images. I don't want it to be slow. So that's why. And that's to do that. So how did I do it? I did all these steps, and in the end, I put in this defer prop right there. Defer. Can I see it here? Maybe we can't. Yes! Thank you to the wonderful pirates! Happy New Year, John! Oh, I read without John's voice, but you can handle it. Yes! Yes! Happy New Year, John. I hope you got some good presents. I did. I'll show them off later. The Pirate Princess made me some real beautiful stuff, and I got great gifts. And the Queen, Queen Ray, she gave the gift was to not get a gift, which I love that. I also got a very good gift from my mom, and thank you very much, Mom. That was a very that's a very good gift. It's very good. It's up there on the top 3 of the best gifts ever. Fabulous gift. And yeah, New Year's, we're gonna do New Year's on the rooftop of one of the neighborhood blocks. The grandmother of the Pirate Princess's best friend, Karin. We're going to be on her rooftop, which we always are, and we look over our little neighborhood with all the little wooden houses and look at all the fireworks that people send up, and some of them send them over our neighborhood, even though it's not legal at all because it's fire hazard. And but we look at everything, and if you see there's some smoke, we'll just run down and put it out. We'll put out the fire. And maybe it depends if it's very big. I think maybe we'll call the fire department first. But last year, there was a police helicopter hovering over our neighborhood very noisily. I should take off my gloves. And we were like, what's going on? And they had the big spotlight down there. you know, on some of our neighbors' house, and then they moved to another one, and we was like, cool. They just probably have an exercise, practicing. Go find this house. Go to the red X on the map, find this house in the dark with all the fireworks and everything. Great practice, we thought, for the big police helicopter. It's not like the normal helicopters. It's big and super noisy, and we thought it was just an exercise. But then, of course, Twitter told us, not me, because I'm not that much on Twitter, or at least not scrolling through. I just look at my notifications. Twitter told us, no, it's not an exercise. It's a real manhunt. They were basically flying there with the helicopter trying to catch some actual, no bullshit bad guys in our neighborhood. And they were, basically running, crawling through the hedges and stuff. And the police were chasing them down. I don't know why. But we basically, when we came down and into the street, there were police cars, and there were actual, guys that looked like, no bullshit bad guys running, not running, but walking around the streets, shouting to each other. And I said to, because, uh, because of where I grew up, I said to the Queen, "Hey, dude, Queen Ray, don't go up and talk to those guys. Just leave them alone. You do you, and you let them do their thing. It's New Year's Eve. Don't go talk to those guys. They got their stuff going, and we're just walking home." So we basically just walked home, and that's when Twitter told us, when we were home, that it was a real manhunt. So we just basically locked our doors, because that's the thing with Norway. If you got actual real bad guys crawling through your garden, in through your hedge, you don't you don't go chasing them. You just lock your door and you're safe. Back to coding. That's right, Queen. That's what I'm going to do now. Okay? As my longest stream in history, 2 hours. No, maybe we did, but that's the longest one I've done all by myself. But I wasn't by myself, because John was here, Queen Ray was here, and the other guys were here. Thank you, and goodbye. And I'm gonna do my little song. Now, my bye-bye song. I'll just have to start it. This has been another unauthorized and rum-fueled treasure hunt in the sharky waters around the Gatsby Island, without Queen Ray, even though she was here a little. I'm your host, Captain Uravea. Remember to smash that like button, friends. I'm singing totally wrong here. And if you want to be a guest, get in touch with me on the Twitters or email. I'm Ola Holstvea at Twitter and Ola at olavea.com on email. All right. Enjoy your holiday. I will work, because that's what I like to do.